DoruGoramon being one of my personal favorites out there. Once we got the new promo one from the Illustration Celebration Pack, I knew I had to look this card up and give it a try. So let's quickly talk about what this guy does. So this card itself has Collision and Security Attack +1, can Digivolve on top of DoruGoramon or anything with SOC trait for 3 costs. Otherwise, you Digivolve on top of like purple or black, that is for 4 costs. When you Digivolve, you gain extra 3000 DP that lasts until the opponent's turn, and then if you have Coast Gate underneath, you get to unsuspend all of your SOC trait Digimon, which is pretty cool, which you can really wombo combo to go for really big damage plays in certain turns to close games off. Because if you guys know, what the whole idea of like the black SOC and DoruGoramon is you're trying to have Mind Link with Coast Gate underneath, you have Piercing, and by utilizing Collision, you want to have your opponent have bodies on the board, so while you pierce over them, you can deal 2 checks at a time. If you don't pierce over them, you swing for 2 checks anyways, and as you attack with this guy, when you Digivolve into it, you get to unsuspend and do another 2 checks pretty much. That could be pretty crazy, because sometimes the combo is you really want to use your DoruGoramon from BT16 to attack, use Collision, use his effect to have Coast Gate underneath so that you can Digivolve into this for free. You know, reading and playtesting this card, I don't feel like this is gonna be the main one that replaces the BT16 DoruGoramon, because I still think the BT16 DoruGoramon specifically is a little bit better, more in terms of being able to delete things that are unsuspended, having the ability to unsuspend itself once per turn or all turns as well, gives you a lot more versatility. So I feel like this new promo DoruGoramon is a bit more of a win more card. So the build actually hasn't changed too much ever since the last time I covered it, which you guys can also check out from this video. I'll leave a link in the description box down below so you guys can learn more about in depth of like how the build strategy is, as well as like the combos, which pretty much hasn't changed because there's only one new card, right? But I also made some small tweaks and upgrades to the deck a little bit, which I'll talk about right now. With the BT20 Dorumon, which serves the same purpose as the BT7 one, just to search and find your X antibody pieces specifically. You're not going to be able to grab the Chronicle stuff. I mean, you can grab Chronicle, which could be itself. Well, since I'm only playing 2 copies, it's not going to likely happen, but the whole idea is to have a different inheritable other than gaining a memory is to have extra 2000 DP during your opponent's turn. So the other change really is just adding a black scramble, which we didn't get yet during the last time when I made this video. But overall, the lineup is pretty much the same. I love having like, you know, Coast Gate. I love the black base. I love UG because it gives you extra memory whenever you push out and draw one as well. AG is great because I mentioned having big bodies, so you might want to have Alliance and blockers. I personally am always a Cool Boy believer in this build because I like to focus on gaining a ton of memory in my own turn. That's why I also prioritize the Dexdorugamon from BT9, because that's going to gain 1, Cool Boy's going to gain 1, I got to draw 1, and I kind of, you know, can manipulate the memory gauge to my side a little bit. Dexdorugoramon, always 3 of, gives you that kind of protection. The reason why this deck is still pretty good is because you have a lot of coverage in terms of like keeping your stack alive. Dorumon, and when you Mind Link, your whole stack can't leave the battle area except for deletion. And when you go into your big level 6, your Dexdorugoramon being in trash protects you from being deleted. This is generally a deck where you want to sit back a little bit in the early stages, let your opponent establish their board first. After they do, that's when you go for huge clapback plays as you taunt them and you do a whole lot of stuff. Still sticking to Chikurimon as my sort of like Floodgate rookie to pretty much counter against Royal Knights, which is a pretty big deck in the current meta, very popular as well. I don't really want to play that ace game. I generally like this deck because it doesn't really rely on aces, which allows you to interact against the opponents, and I don't really like to get that overflow because once you go into Darkdramon, there's nothing really that you can really capitalize off of it, aside from maybe going to like Shine Greymon Ruin mode, and then, you know, you self-delete anyways, and giving ace overflow is not the most ideal. But, you know, I might add it in here and there, test it a little bit more, but generally this is a pretty solid build that I still really like. So with that being said, let's hop into some games and see how we do. Okay, we are going second. This is okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst because it's still at least playable. Because what I plan to do is at least I can evo into Chikuri, I get to draw a card, and I can still play out this Dorumon to search and climb up a stack that way at least. Not the most optimal, but at least it's still something. Okay, so it looks like we're playing against Mijra here. This will be an interesting one. I'm gonna be curious to learn the interactions here between like which dragon is gonna be better, you know? So we got a couple choices. I think we start off with the Doru search and then see where we go from there. It is ideal to grab the Doru and then just maybe put them to 1, but I'm thinking of going to Chikuri and then evo into the Doruga. The Chikuri actually might be very important for us though. That's the thing. But I don't think I have the luxury to really like pick and choose as much. I'm just not sure if I want to set up the Kosuke right away, or do I just evo into Doruga and then set up the Kosuke afterwards? I'll put the Kosuke down first. I'll give them more memory to work with. I feel like they just try to attack us no matter what, but at least by setting up the Kosuke first, I can mind link underneath this Dorumon and then go into the Dorugamon to taunt. Now the only sad thing about Chikuri is that you can't mind link under with Kosuke. Well, now we're gone. So that plan is kind of out of the window. But I guess generally when they go into the Groundmon, we should know that they probably would delete it anyways. So now I'm forced to go into Doruga. I'm gonna have to pay 3 cost, and then I'm gonna have to go into like a Dorugray. We probably need to toss this Dexdorugoramon away. Just so, okay, this is good. I'll take that. Now we get to search. Okay, so now we do have a Doruga to work with, which is fantastic. I'm gonna push this out. I'm gonna mind link under this. Unfortunately, again, can't mind link under Chikuri. Yeah, Evo here for 2. Then use this to trash one and draw. I'm gonna have to trash this one away with Dex's. Draw. What do I want to taunt? That's the thing. I guess I'll taunt this here. And then I'll end the turn with a scramble to go into Dorugray, and then we can, yeah. And then I can pretty much get rid of the both bodies there. I will not use, because I wanted to taunt. They are going to gain some memory, but that's okay. You know, we got rid of stuff there, which is the most important thing. We want to lessen the amount of damage that they can deal, just because it's pretty explosive. Yep, we go into Dorugora, and then we're going to delete the Gil X. Then yes, we would like to unsuspend. I guess thinking back, maybe I should have tossed away a card that I could have played off of with my level 4 instead, but you really got to like plan and think a lot ahead to play optimally. And I think that's why it's one of my favorite decks to play, because it feels challenging and rewarding as well. You know, as I'm always learning. Do we just start attacking? That's the question. I guess so. I have to deal some damage at some point. I had a feeling I was gonna give them like some kind of like memory advantage kind of thing there. There's no need to mind link technically. I could just play an AG, pass them the 1, and then let them do whatever they want from there. And then I have another kind of like clapback play. The unfortunate thing is that we just don't have a Dexdoruga this turn to use, because now they can climb all the way up, and I'm pretty sure they can go into Mijra and they will blow up the board, and we don't have that protection that we need. Here comes the Gravity Crush. Oh, I feel like they probably intend to end us this turn too then. Yep, with that, yeah, I wouldn't suspend just cause. Well, we don't know that was gonna happen, but knowing that would have happened, then maybe it would have made sense to mind link so we can block an attack perhaps. Yeah, we have to grab this, but I think it's too late at this point. Oh, this is actually pretty good for us. I think we have to prevent the deletion. You know, the things are like, if I knew all of this were to happen, or if I was able to predict all of this to happen, then I would definitely have put something underneath to make sure I can block. Because if they play 2 Gilmons that can rush, or just even 1, I can't even stop the attack anymore. Do they have one? They have one, I'm very sure. Yeah, they have one right here. So there's nothing they need to be afraid of. Or they can go into a Gallant. Yeah, with that Gravity Crush play, I'm very sure their intention is to finish this off. But these might be the chances. Misplay. If they misplay, we have a chance. What are you gonna play? Don't play the Gilmon. You can't rush for game. Okay. Are you gonna go into a Gallant then? Because if they go into the promo Gallant, they still have rush, so they can still make a final attack off of that. But I see no Gallants at the moment. De-digivolve. Oh, I still get my effects. Well, I can't really de-digivolve anything here, unfortunately, but I get to delete that. I get to play a 5 cost or less. Sure, might as well. I'm just really curious if there's a different way for them to finish us off. Do they think we had blocker the entire time? Because we definitely didn't. What are they trying to play around? Okay, here comes the medieval then, sure. Yeah, we get to unsuspend, so why not? Do I need to? No, I don't need to. I can save it for later. I guess let's just push out and do things then. How do I want to mind link this? I feel, yeah, I can definitely, yeah, I want the piercing. So I'm gonna mind link here. Draw 1, Oh, now I have this. Then I would have saved the Kosuke if that was the case. Let's evo with 2. Let's climb up first. Sure, we gotta use it. Let's pitch this away to draw 1. And then we taunt. Yeah, we taunt the medieval, because that when attacks they can go into Mijra. So we don't want that to happen. Might as well just use Protoform here. Then we can evo into this. I'm gonna attack with I'm gonna attack with this guy first. I don't think they have a Crimson Modes, do they? Okay. So now what we can do is we can use this to attack. Yeah, force them to collision. Maybe we'll get to showcase the new one here. Yeah, we'll try to showcase this new one. Evo for free, unsuspend, and we get to play something back out as well, which I hope I didn't misclick there because I feel like I almost clicked no by accident. I should be able to pierce, right? Oh no, they get to suspend and delete things, but no, I get to dodge it. No, actually no. Yeah, I could go into Oh right, they have retail. Almost forgot about that. I guess I protect here. And then I'm gonna add this back to my hand then. And then that places back to the top. I recovered! Oh my goodness. Okay, delete. Will I unsuspend? Yes, I would like to unsuspend. Oh no, it's Jack Raid. But yeah, I think we have it there because, well, we may not have enough damage to necessarily finish it off. No, actually we can, because we swing, and then we use calling to delete this one, and I believe this. The other Dexdoruga hasn't used his effect on suspend yet. Either way, we would just we could even drop a rookie and then tuck one in and an alliance and finish it off. So we beat Mijra that way. Okay, we're going second and no rookie to work with here. This is pretty bad. Only one playable card. I am gonna mulligan. Hope for the better. Not the greatest here after the fact, but I guess it's still something. Okay, so let's see what we're facing off against. Goramon, interesting. Okay, with Uko, so we don't know quite just yet. Could be red hybrid. That would be my guess. I think we're just gonna start digivolving here while we can. And then it would be nice to search, but I see a line that we can kind of climb up. Might as well utilize that. Finding our Kosuke is fantastic here, so then we can set that up. See what the opponent does. All right, I want to see what you got. Oh, so it's an Omni deck. Okay. I feel like I have never played this matchup either. This can be really tricky, but I feel like we have the tools to keep ourselves alive. It's pretty interesting how they play this tie too. The question is, do I want to push out? If I don't push out, well, they have a Uko. If I don't push out, I can. If I do push out, I play the Kosuke. Kosuke tuck under to draw a card, and then I kind of go from there. But if they remove our rookie, it's pretty doomed. The thing is, I really want to cycle and draw as many cards as I can at this moment. So that would be the best case. So I think I would just push out here. They go to 3 as well. This is very dangerous because I don't have a secondary rookie. But I feel like we could find one. Let's mind link first, because that's the whole point why I did this. Is because I want to draw one off the Dory. And then now I just have to yeah, cool boy. Let's see what we have. So we have some choices. I think I have to grab the 6 here though. Just because I at least have a 6. Do I want to come back out? Yes, I do want to come back out. There's no way I'm going to block any attack there. Yeah, so I think this is like the best usage of memory we can. I guess I could have calling. No, I can't. I don't have a force. Well, meanwhile, they keep finding their pieces. I just can't see how they can remove us outright, unless we just hard drop like a board gray. Just because they want to. I guess I could play like an Agu, digivolve into a gray outside. This is good that we have one of these set up in trash. So the following turn, I'm gonna have no choice but to have to evo into a Sephiroth, I think, for us either. So let's hatch. Let's mind link first, because it's always a free draw. Like, can we cool boy first and then decide? We could. Okay. Just grabbing that's not worse. I feel like this is the moment where I would try to stand a blocker. So I would training to go into this. Yeah, this is a tricky one because I'm thinking if I need to keep any of these in hand. I have one in trash, so I might actually throw this one away. Yeah, because I need that for sure. Now is like, do I want to scramble to go into that, which could be good, or do I protoform? Either way, it's the same, but it's like, which one do I need more at this moment? I think Scramble might be a little bit more better here, just because we do have stuff to work with if we lose the stack. One more memory would be fantastic though, I think. That way I can at least play like a defense training. Either way, they're gonna start at 3. So we're gonna evo here. Do we play the Kosuke back out? We probably don't, just so we want to block that Uko attack. I guess we're gonna have to go into a Dexdorugora like that if they do attack. It's kind of dangerous because our Dexdorugora is not even that strong with DP. Oh, they do meet the conditions, so they could go into a level 6 here at any point too. Yeah, looks like they're gonna be doing it, but they don't have end of turn DNA, so all they really do is stun us down. Yeah, we'll come back out first. They don't have Miraculous, so we can go for a pretty crazy play here. Do I want to scramble and get myself the Doru? Maybe, yeah. I think I actually might need to use it here. I want to grab this one back. Maybe I didn't have to because I did say I was gonna calling. So I guess a big play I could do is calling, delete, grab that only. But now at this point, let's mind link first. We need to make sure we have that tamer underneath before anything else. Draw one off of that. Let's just evo here. I definitely don't want to attack. Yeah, I think I could have got rid of tamer, but I still can. Do I want to go for that calling play? I could. Might as well try. So I'm going to try to delete myself, but I am going to prevent my deletion because this allows me to delete the Uko. So if I delete the Uko, I'll toss this one back away. Now I can go into Dorugora like this. I'm going to Proto Form here then. Proto Form, and then I'm going to go into Dorugora, and then I'm going to delete the tie. And then now, oh no, they're still going to have the War Gray. That's the thing. So I either de-digi this and then delete the Gabu, or I attempt to delete both and then they evade here. Let's try to delete both. Yeah, they definitely evade that one there. Get to unsuspend back. How come oh no, yeah, I can't use the, okay, now I remember. There's no bugs with Cool Boys. I just can't suspend because of Metal Gar. If that's the case, do I attempt to attack and see what they do? If I feed into an Omni Ace, would it be a big deal at that moment? Yeah, it could be a big deal. So I could just, this is tricky here because they can push out the Ogbu, they go into another War Gray, then it could be pretty, it could, yeah, look pretty bad for us. Yes. I guess maybe I should have de-digi then. But yeah, let's bring the Kosuke back out first. If I de-digi it, I would delete the Gabu, and then there'll be the War Gray, and then I would just try to attack. Oh wow, yeah, exactly, right? Because I get to grab this War Gray back here. Either way. Here comes a Miraculous. Outside of battle, so we can taunt them. If we can taunt them, that'll be really good. But yeah, I think they get a gain remember back here. Oh, interesting. Okay, they're hard dropping it, but they don't have end of turn. They're gonna continue to stun us here. Okay, yeah, now they have the end of turn DNA. Does it make sense to go into it here though? I guess so, because they swing, they trash. Actually, not really, because this might actually save us really great. Good here. What do I want to grab? Do I grab this one? Might grab this one, right? Yeah, that's the only piece that I don't have. And then we get to recover this. So even if they attack here, they can't finish the game. Normally they could have. So we push out, Mind Link. We have to taunt this Metal Gar. But the thing is it has evade too. Yeah, let's go into this first. Draw some more cards. We want to toss away something. I guess we can toss away this. Yeah, because we want to delete this one. We have to taunt this one. And we evo into this. I'm going to gain a lot of memory. Or gain block or retail. Yeah, I don't even need to use my scrambles just yet. Do I just evo into Dorugora? No, I don't have protection though. That's the thing. Opponent has no eggs left, so okay. Maybe we can make use of one. Alright. We're trying to make some big comeback plays. If we can. Fingers crossed. They get to evade either way. That's the thing. So we will block. We go into, yeah, we go into this one. Yeah, we're gonna delete the Omni Ace. Steal the turn back. We get to play 5 cost or less. We want to play a level 4 because next turn we can potentially climb all the way up, I think, and then maybe even delete that. Let's use this. Do I have another level 5 to work with? They have to evade once more, and then we basically just steal their turn off of that. How crazy is that, guys? And now maybe we can potentially finish them off, right? Like, is there any better way to get rid of this first? I guess this is the only way, right? Using the Dex? Yeah, I think so. I think we have to gain a bunch of memory. All right, 5-0 security. Can we do it? I feel like we can. Okay, another 5 cost back. Yeah, let's go ahead and use it to draw. Let's pitch away. I don't think I need the coast gate. So, how can I climb up from here? I could evil into. I can swing with this first. Okay, that's fine. I hope. I need to evil into this. Yep, I definitely want to tuck something underneath. What do I want to tuck? I want to tuck. Yeah, we'll tuck the memory game. And then now we can use. Hold on. Where is this? Okay, I can go into this Dorugora. Mining first. Almost forgot. Yeah, I might go into this one. Get rid of that. Then let's just swing 2 checks. Yeah, let's swing 2 checks. Oh no, that's just gonna be in the tamer back again. Do we just do a training and just call it? And try to do it next turn? Yeah, I felt like I could have ended this turn. I just had a feeling I can. I'll get the UG here then. But I think I kind of messed it up a little bit. Do I want to put Kosuke back out? Yes. Let's play Kosuke back out. Yeah, with that amount of memory, I really feel like we could have ended it. I guess the first check was really unfortunate because I was hoping for it to live. But maybe I could have like did some alliance play with AG. Yeah, I definitely could have 5-0'd them. I had all the tools I needed. I had like Final Zubagon, I had an AG. Like, what did I do wrong there? And I had this too. So I have more, I feel like I have more than enough damage. Yeah, and giving them this potential here is not good because they can now just probably threaten another Omni. Choose one, return all other, then delete. Huh, interesting. So I guess they ran out of pieces there? Okay, we're going second. I think this is keepable because we have pretty much a full lineup. So might as well. Ooh, Kiramon. Okay, is it Puppet Rush stuff? Or like Sandromon? Dumon. Okay. Let's see here. We evo for, yeah, at this point we just need a tamer, so we just evo up the line, I guess. Cycle as much as we can. Yeah, I'm just gonna straight up evo up here and then try to find myself the tamer and not worry about the taunt just yet. But at least I'm like, oh, okay, I went all the way up here, and then maybe I can start using collisions to control the board a little bit. Okay, so this Shushumon and Syndromon here. This one plays Arisa. Oh, they get to turn 2. Are we afraid of any aces? That's the thing, we don't know. Cherubi Ace is a thing in this deck though, that's the thing. Are they gonna overclock? Ah, looks like they are. Giving us only 2 memory? Oh, okay, we might just found her out. I was gonna say giving us 2 memory is a very good spot for them to be in, because if they gave us 3 to begin with, then we could probably try to at least try to get rid of this. I feel like we just have to go for it. I'm just gonna go Proto Form, go into Dorugora. No tamer still feels bad, obviously, but I mean, it is what it is. This deck is very tamer reliant, but if we don't have it, I don't think we have the luxury to like, yeah. Okay, so I have a few choices here. I can either evil into Dexdorugora or I just go for piercing attack. No, not piercing attacks. Just go for attacks and unsuspend. Basically off collision, but can be dangerous. They only 3 cards in hand. I'm just wondering if they have the ace or not, but I guess since we're here, might as well just give it a try and see what happens. We have to block with something, we take that down, we get to unsuspend, and we take that one down. And then the question is, what do we do after that though? Do I just do a Chikuri and just call it then? Yeah, I'll probably just do a Chikuri here and pass turn. Next turn I'm just evil up again, try to find my line. I guess like after cycling all these cards, it tells us that there's no way we're gonna find anything else for a while. So it do be what do be. Yeah, let's just evil here 0. We'll just start attacking again. Yeah, might as well. I could just keep attacking. Another Arisa. This one's EX7. Is this the same one? No, it's a little bit different. Now do I just evil here in the back and just Dexdorugoramon or Sephiroth? I guess Dexdorugoramon. And then this is the moment we're gonna draw into a Kosuke, guys. Trust. Yes, I knew. Never fails, guys, right? Like I didn't really want to Evo in the back. I guess I could have Evo in the front instead. But I was like, oh, do they reduce play costs? I mean, unless they play medieval. But yeah, what I was thinking there was like, oh, maybe I wanted to keep the Chikuri in case they reduce play costs, right? So at least that's something. But now they're going to gain a ton of memory off of this. The aggression is real though. They don't have a lot of cards in hand, so I'm not super worried either, because with 4 cards to work with, I mean, as long as they can climb up and they're fine and they're cycling again. They still have yet to get to level 6 though. So they could go into Syndromon. If they do and try to get rid of this guy, it's not too bad. I have Proto Form, so I can actually grab the Dorugray back. Wow, a hard pass. What do I want to do here now then? Push out? I'll keep attacking over this. Does that have barrier? Oh, it doesn't. This is good. Wow, they don't have a low 6. That's really unfortunate for them because they just have the hard pass there. Search here, not too bad. I guess we take advantage of this while we can. I'm just gonna keep attacking with my big guy. Swing, swing. No, I can't really end it here just yet. So if that's the case, I'll just put a Kosuke and go from there. Oh yeah, totally forgot they have a Sever. Doesn't matter anyways. But yeah, I wanted to get that Kosuke going. Goes into junk. They gotta put something on the board outside though. If they don't, this is definitely gonna be a quick one. Ooh, does this like reduce something? No, it just plays a token. But they can still easily climb, for sure. Just because they can go into L5, suspend, gain a bunch of memory back here as well. Oh, they're gonna go for scramble. Bro. 3 cards in hand. That's crazy. Yeah, suspend both. Keep turn. That makes sense. No Syndro. Let's Evo into Rookie first. We definitely have just more than enough attacks here. Again, unless they go for some crazy ace play. I'm just thinking if there's anything in particular we need to play around. Maybe I don't even mind lane with Kosuke. I just go for like Sephiroth for game. Yeah. I think there's no answer there. So wow. The amount of cards that they went through was so quick that they don't have enough left to work with, and still no Syndro after all of that rushing. Digivolving? Maybe they don't even play level 6s, who knows? No, sure were a couple grindy games out there, and yeah, I feel like sometimes this deck, when you don't play with it for a while, I feel a little bit out of touch. And you know, analyzing the board state is pretty important and crucial. So definitely make sure to always know what's going on and don't be like me, guys. But yeah, during that Omnimon game, I felt very confident that I could have finished that turn way earlier because I had all those tools and I could really have showcased that. But again, that's the thing, right? Like right now, I'm still working with this build and I can't really wrap my head around how to incorporate, you know, more of the promo Dorugora. But more playtesting will come. Hopefully we get more support in the future. I mean, in BT22 or potentially BT23, we can expect to maybe get some Alphamon related support. And what that also means is that it's indirect support that we can probably add those new cards in there, kind of like the BT20 Dorugamon here. And I'm always looking forward to, you know, building this deck, changing the spices up, and always upgrading it. So if you guys are DoruGoramon fans just like I am, definitely stay tuned, subscribe, and I appreciate the support. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today with my little playtesting here session, having fun playing all these different games, and you know, having my like genuine sort of like talking reaction on these kind of DCGO videos. So definitely let me know in the comments and give this video a like if you guys want to see more. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. See you in the next video, and this is Vault signing out.